All right, Mr. Perry, this is Donovan with Legacy Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just want to do a quick walk around delivery vehicle. I'll go over all the functions I can for you, and let me know. You have my cell. Give me a call for anything at all. It's a beautiful Grand Cherokee with the black package. So on the key fob, it is a smart key. So either the front doors, you could just touch inside the handle to unlock it, or press this little 3 dots to lock it up. That works actually on this model, all 4 doors and the tailgate. So on this side, there's a big button that'll unlock it, and off to the side there's a big round button that'll lock it up too. Also on the key fob, you could double click to open the tailgate. Big back seat. Both of these seats do fold down, they fold flat. Underneath you have a spare tire, which is rare these days, with the jack as well. But you have 60,000 miles of roadside assistance. You could call Chrysler to help you with any flats or anything like that. Here to close it as well, you can also hold to set it to whatever distance you need if you have a lower garage. In the back, the seats do recline. It's right here. You have USBs back here. You have 2 type A, 2 type C, and your heated seats on both sides. There's 3 different levels with the outlet too. So if you have kids or anyone needs to charge their vehicle or their tablets or phones, it's there. Gorgeous interior. The full sunroof, which I'll show you how to open that. And then the privacy screens here too. So you can open these. They pull right out from the door. Blind spot monitoring in here. So if you have someone to your left or right, it'll alert you. And if you have a trailer on, it'll detect the size of that too. Power mirrors, all your windows, and then your seat or memory seats. 2 keys, 2 seat settings, but does more than just the seats. You can adjust all your lane departure, active cruise, forward collision warning, automatic braking, all the safety stuff, including all of your radio presets and stuff can be set to each of them. To set it, get everything set up, whether it's your seats, your radio, your forward collision, your safety stuff, any of that, get that all set, then hold the set for 2 seconds, then hold the 1 for 2 seconds, and then hit lock on the key you want to. You set all your things, and then your wife sets all her things, the 2 or 1 or 2, however you want it. It all will basically create a profile for you. This whole screen is customizable. The up, down, left, and right on the steering wheel will go through all this. There's also different menus and gauges you can go using the left and right. But that's all customizable. And the main one is screen setup. You can change your upper left, upper right, bottom left, bottom right. Lots of different stuff. So when you are on this, you can change what the top left, top right, all that stuff is. So if you like this until empty, or oil change percentage, or current miles per gallon, you can set all that there so you can quickly see it. And that's using the up, down, left, and right button. Your Bluetooth is here. You can answer a call or cancel a call. And if you have an iPhone hooked up, you can push and hold, and that will become Siri. And you can do Siri commands. Behind, there's a plus and minus little clicker here. You can do a manual mode. If you accidentally hit this, which a lot of people do, you just hold it and it'll go back into just regular driving mode. Behind the steering wheel, there's a volume up and volume down on the right side, and a channel up and channel down on the left side. And it's a little button behind the steering wheel. There's also a little button in between the up and down to change your sources or your presets. Cruise control is going to be on this side. This center button is the regular cruise control that you can just hold and set your speed and it'll do its thing. But you have adaptive cruise control, so go ahead and use the adaptive cruise control, because then when you set your speed, let's say you set it to 80 miles an hour, and someone pulls ahead of you doing 60, it'll actually slow down to 60. And when they get out of your way, you'll go back up to 80. And then you can adjust the distance closer or further to the driver in front of you right there. This does have forward collision warning with full stop. So if you're going along with traffic and traffic slows down to a stop, it'll come to a stop. And if it picks back up within a couple seconds, it'll go ahead and start rolling too. If you have all your safety stuff on, your lane departure warning, your forward collision warning, your adaptive cruise control, it'll actually rotate the wheel a little to the left and right and follow the lines of a road. That works great on highways like 95 or anything. Over here, you have on top row, auto off. The engine will come, when you come to a stop, it will shut the engine off, whether it's a stoplight or a red light. If you don't like that feature, turn it off by clicking that. Light on means the engine will stay on. This is your lane management and lane departure warning. If you like all that stuff on, but you're coming into an area, let's say Atlanta or Pittsburgh, where the lanes are kind of wonky, and you don't want to go through many settings to turn it off, just turn it off real quick there. Traction control off. You don't really need that unless you have a spare tire on, or you're in the sand or in the snow. You can turn that on, or basically turn traction control off. Parking sensors off if you want, especially if you're backing up into a trailer. You can turn them off so it doesn't automatically brake for you. Down here, your heated seats, your vented seats, your heated steering wheel is all here. And if you're remote started and it's cool out, it'll turn your heated steering wheel and heated seat on. If you're remote started and it's hot out, it'll turn your vented seat on and your AC. But it's all down here too, and I'll show you where it's on the screen as well. All your HVAC, up, down, fan up and down is all down here. Also volume up, volume down, channel up, channel down here. Underneath, you have a wireless charging panel. You have two Type A, two Type C USBs with charging, and Android Auto and Apple CarPlay capable. This vehicle has wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but if your phone doesn't support it, use any of these USBs and it'll do fine. The wireless charging pad, just sit it on there. Blue light will say it's charging. Rotary shift, park, reverse, neutral, drive. And you also have different modes that changes up your transmission and four-wheel drive settings, and you get a little graphic too whenever you change through them. The main one is usually just leaving it auto or snow. It'll turn on four-wheel drive, start you off in second gear. It'll shift a lot sooner, or just leave it in auto. Most people will do it just that. The screen itself, if you look at the bottom tabs, the home, media, comfort, phone, vehicle, apps, and nav, that's kind of your main different tabs. We'll start with media. That's where you have AM, FM, Sirius XM, or your Bluetooth audio. You can kind of set up through there. You can click on the sources or what's playing. You can browse through, and if you're on Sirius XM,
welcome to Sirius XM. It's all you'll ever need to hear everything you want.
Awesome. You can go through different game zones in the browse and set your Steelers as your favorite team, or whoever, or Penn State even. And it'll alert you when they're playing. You can jump to listen to them, or it'll update you the score as it's going along too. That's to the browse. Audio settings is all the different things you can do with that, which I'm going to change some things here for you because they purposely changed these so that we tell you about this. So I'm going to put everything in a baseline. Speed adjusted, volume on, and then you can kind of adjust through it as you want. The comfort tab is all your HVAC stuff that you had down here, so you can drag, change it, change the fan speed, turn it off, or do your heated seats, vented seats, and steering wheel on the comfort tab too. Phone, that's where you will connect your phone. You'll just hit yes, and then in your Bluetooth settings, it's going to be Uconnect, and then a couple digits of what the vehicle ID is. So once you do that, you can do Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, wirelessly. If it's an iPhone, you can also use the steering wheel to do Siri. You can connect multiple different phones. You can have up to 8, and you can have them do different things. So one could be playing music, and one could be for phone calls and text messages, or just one phone doing everything. Vehicle tab. This is the important one. I'd suggest sitting here for a little bit and kind of messing with it. I'll first go to the dashboard, which there's not a lot of stuff here depending on what you have, but the off-road pages, if you are off-roading, you can kind of see the different pitch and angles that you're at. Controls, you can click on a couple things. You can do this while driving, like the rear view camera, which you can zoom in on if you have a hitch there. You can even see the front camera and kind of the direction things are going. Or you can click on the surround view camera and show you all that's going on. And there's your driver that's going to meet you. But here's the big one up here in the settings. Go through all of this. There's different ways to set up everything, from the brightness during the day, brightness during the night. If the lights light up when you walk up to it, or if it sounds a horn when you lock it or unlock it, or the lights flash, or anything like that, or how many doors unlock. The big one is the safety and driving assistance. This will be where you set up how aggressive or passive all your safety stuff is, like your forward collision warning, your lane departure, your rear backup, braking. You can turn on the parking brake when you put it in park also. It's all electronic. There is a lot of different stuff. You can do a dark mode and light mode, different themes of how this looks, if it makes a noise or doesn't make a noise when you click on stuff. But there's a lot to this. I would suggest kind of going through each one and just seeing what you like or don't like and mess with that. Next one down here is apps. This is essentially all the stuff this vehicle can do, kind of shortcuts to it, and you can kind of go through different ones and favorite them so you have a quick place to get to it. But there's actually a better way, which I'll show you later, on all of this, which kind of makes this screen obsolete. And then the nav, which if you're using any of the CarPlay type of stuff, you're probably using Google Maps for that. It works pretty simple. It's navigation. It does have 3D maps. One great thing about this is if you use your phone to remote start the vehicle because you're out of range, or you're planning on, let's say, heading somewhere after work or coming from home, you can remote start the car and choose where you're going, load those navigation points up into the car wirelessly, so when you do get to your car, it's already on, heated up, and starting navigation to where you want to go. And then going back up here, top left is kind of a shortcut to the HVAC, your heated seats, and heated steering wheel for the driver. Top right is a shortcut to the heat and your heated seat and vent seat for the passenger as well. Coming back to the main tab, which is the home tab, which these two you could drag and drop if you want. So you can push and hold and move these things around if you like them in a different order. But the home tab is where you're probably going to have most of the stuff. With this, you can edit pages, you can add pages, different layouts, which once you have Apple CarPlay on, it shows some different options that you can do. But you can edit these. Let's say I don't want navigation there, I can put climate there. And I don't want now playing there, I can put, let's say, seats and wheel. So boom, all that's right there. I can do that. I can even add more pages. I'm going to turn this down. And different layouts. So we're going to add navigation. And let's say now playing. Boom. So real quick, you can slide back and forth between. You got lots of different pages and how they lay out. And change anything you want. Make it real quick so you don't have to kind of go through these different tabs. Just all the stuff you want. Real nice, real quick, easy to do. Any questions on any of this, shoot me a call. Yeah, my cell. I'll go over all this. You're not expected to know all this right off the rip. We deal with this, and it takes us a while to learn too. Other big one is the rear view mirror. Hi, how's it going? This is a camera too. So now if you see this, if your rear view mirror If you're towing something, you want to look above what you're towing, boom, click that. It's a camera above the tailgate, basically, that looks down, and you can adjust it. There's different menus where you can adjust the brightness of it, which way it's pointing, like how high or how low, or boom, back to just a regular mirror. Up here is your settings for all the opening of your screen or the glass too. And then these two buttons are SOS and Chrysler Assist. So you have roadside assistance, you can just click on this, it'll call them. SOS is a local 911, and both of them load your GPS signal in too. So if you're in a wreck or something happening, you can call them. Or if you need roadside assistance, which is easy, you can just shoot them a call there too. And then your home link too. So if you have garage door openers, you can set that up. But there is a lot to this car. It's a gorgeous car. They drive great. Fantastic car. And again, my name is Donovan. You have my phone number too. If you need anything, let me know. Hopefully you enjoy it. Congratulations. Have a great day.